Hey everyone, welcome to Minerals, Rocks, and Fossil Tags. I'm your paleontology teacher, Jen. And to start off today, I just want to say we made it to 500 followers. So, yay! And wouldn't it be great if I get 500 more before field season? Think you guys can help me out with that? Sweet. Now, on to the Monday musings. So I was looking at Lagerstätten the other day, and Lagerstätten is exceptional preservation in paleontology. And a vast majority of them are found in Cambrian rocks. So I thought it'd be cool to look at why that is. Why are so many Lagerstätten? Can you tell I don't speak German? Are found in Cambrian rocks. So let's take a look at some of the various ones that we have and what similarities they have. So first up, we have Emu Bay Shale in Australia. It is early Cambrian. The depositional environment, so the place that these rocks were deposited in, are restricted basins on the inner continental shelf. Then we have the Kinzers Formation in Pennsylvania, which is Middle Cambrian. Its depositional environment was deep water on the outer shelf. Probably the most famous one is the Burgess Shale of British Columbia, which is also Middle Cambrian, and it was deposited below the storm wave base. Next we have the Spence Shale in Idaho and Utah. It was also Middle Cambrian, and it was deposited on the continental shelf, both the outer and the inner, so got a mix there. Next is the Margam Formation of Utah. It is also Middle Cambrian. The depositional environment was deep water. Now, not to get confused in this picture, it is the lower shales, not the upper sandstone. Next is the Wheeler Shale in Utah. It is Middle Cambrian, and it was deposited below the shelf where turbidites are deposited. So we're talking, we have our shelf, and then it's down below that. I don't know why I felt the need to repeat myself, but hey, there we have it. The youngest of our Utah shales is the Weeks Formation. It's also Middle Cambrian. It was deposited on a gentle slope below the carbonate platform or the reef. Now I apologize if I totally butcher this next one because I don't know Chinese. But this one is the Meoshinshan Shale of China. It's early to Middle Cambrian, and it was deposited below turbidity currents, again where turbidites form. Next we have Sirius Passet Formation in Greenland. It is also Middle Cambrian, and it was deposited on a slope below a carbonate platform or reef. Are we seeing a trend yet? Finally, we have the Sinsk Formation of Russia. Again, sorry if I butchered that, I don't speak Russian. Couldn't find a good picture of what this formation looked like, but we have a nice little chart here that shows you not only how the Sinks Formation was formed, but also how many of the other ones that we just looked at were formed. And so we've got a reef, or a carbonate platform, or your continental shelf, where the reefs build. Then you have a slope, basically where it's collapsing into the deep ocean basin. That's where we're finding our Lagerstätten, where they're being buried quickly. So, as we can see, they were mostly formed in the Middle Cambrian below a carbonate platform or shelf, also known as a reef. It would seem that if you want to be exceptionally preserved, you would want to live along the continental shelf slope and get buried in mudslides or storm deposits. Quick burial is always the best option to be fossilized, but if exceptional preservation is. So I thought I'd also just show you a map. This is the Middle Cambrian, and what the continents would have looked like. Above my head is Laurentia. We have a couple of islands that broke off. One of them is Siberia. I think the other one is Europe, like Western Europe. Then you have Gondwana off to the right there. And China's off on its own below, between the 0 and the 45 there on the left. Each of the red stars represents one of our Lagerstätten. You can see that they were all in the shallow continental shelf, and that they were all within the tropics, so it was nice and warm and perfect for making life. So they all had basically the ideal conditions to create the Lagerstätten and preserve soft parts or just complete skeletons, exoskeletons in this case, because there were no vertebrates in the Cambrian. But you can see just how neat this all is. I don't know. I find it fascinating to be able to look at a map and see where all of the known fossil sites are and how that all kind of relates. So that's cool to me. Hopefully you learned something new about Cambrian Lagerstätten. And again, 500 more subscribers, followers, whatever. I forgot what channel I'm on. You know what I want. 500 more. And then we can go enjoy our field season, which I hope you will join us for out in Seed, out in Colorado. Guys, it's Monday. I am struggling to speak. Just roll with it. Come out to Colorado and dig up dinosaurs with me. It'll be fun. Fossilize later.